Hi, I'm Lisa Medley. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, I'm an executive coach and I help Black women lead with confidence. Um, Today, I want to talk about the journey to confidence. The journey to confidence. So, a lot of my Black women clients they reach out to me because they feel like they want to sharpen their executive presence, regain their confidence, regain their momentum after some kind of sometimes traumatic experience with an organization. Sometimes they've just had a tough assignment and they're dealing with a little bit of failure or trying to, again, regain their momentum. And so, this is a case for the young lady that we're going to talk about today. Now, this individual, she is a Black female. She is a leader at a nonprofit organization. And she reached out to me because she wants to regain her confidence. She feels like she lost, well, based on an experience of bullying in the workplace, she feels like she has lost her mojo and her ability to really lead, lead and lead in a confident way. So I'm going to take you through what the way I start with a client and working through her emotional intelligence results. Now, when you select me as your coach, one of the very first things I do is administer an emotional intelligence assessment. And you may have heard me in another video just talk about how that creates for me and for you a baseline, an understanding of where you are in terms of your emotional intelligence, which drives a whole lot of things: decision making, problem solving. Emotional intelligence really speaks to your level of confidence, or it can reveal your level of confidence. This assessment can show us your level of assertion, whether it's a healthy level, or are you overusing assertiveness or underusing assertiveness? Are you impulsive? Are you flexible and nimble in your thinking? How do you manage stress? Are you managing stress well? And so there's a lot of reasons why I use an emotional intelligence assessment. So this young lady, she decided to work with me. We did the discovery call. We got all of that figured. She selected me as her coach, and I sent her a link to do her assessment. And I have the results. Now, before I even meet with you for the very first time, I have this assessment, these results, to really get a sense for where you are emotionally. How much care do I need to have with you? How gentle do I need to be? What might you be feeling and thinking? So, this assessment tells me a lot. So, I'm going to show you her results, and let's hope I do this right. I'm going to show you. So right now you are looking at her, what's called her executive summary. And if you see the numbers in the circle, I'll explain that really quickly. An average emotional intelligence, or EQ, score is 100. 100. If you are in the top 50 percentile of leaders, your total EI score is between 110 and 130. Her score is 76. So that already tells me she is far below the average, right? And that tells me that there's some trouble spots, right? Because you can be high in specific areas and low in others, and it's math. It's gonna pull down your average. So after I look at the overall score, right, that tells me she's in trouble somewhere. I don't know where yet. I look at her highest three subscales. And according to this executive summary, Her highest three subscales are impulse control. So she is not impulsive. She has a very stable way when emotions are involved, right? She's a very stable way of navigating through conversations, scenarios, things of that nature. She's not just spitting things out, she's thinking. Sometimes she could be overthinking, but we'll talk about that maybe in another video. The second one is her flexibility. So even though she's not at 100, which is average, she is very close to it. And that means she probably adjusts okay to change. So we know that we're in an ever-changing kind of dynamic and environment today. Organizations are all over the place. Your flexibility and your ability to be flexible is very important. Then we want to look at her third is emotional expression. So does she express herself? How does she feel when it comes to sharing her emotions? And again, she's not quite at 100, but she's almost there, right? So we have someone who is not impulsive, who is somewhat flexible and willing to share her emotions and be a little expressive, right? Which means that she can be inspirational at times. She can set a vision for her team, right? Okay, so we've got her highest three. Now I'm going to stop sharing and we're going to take a look at her areas of challenge, which is um, her lower scores, right? And let as I'm pulling this up, keep in mind this is not doom and gloom. This is why you hire an executive coach, because there are areas and reasons why you can't get beyond certain things. You need help, and that is what I do. I help people really remove barriers and challenges to growing and advancing in the workplace. Now, here are her lower subscales. So we've got interpersonal relationships. Well, her interpersonal relationships is barely on the map. She's got a 60. This is just about as low as you can get. And that tells me she doesn't have supportive relationships in her life. This tells me that she is suffering in silence. That's what this tells me. There's no trusted resource, not a lot of ways to release and share, right? Which is very important when you are leading an organization, leading a team. Every leader needs support pillars, people around them to help them navigate and help them stay focused, stay grounded, etc. Motivated. The second lowest is self-regard, which is confidence, how you perceive yourself. It's at 63. And this says your tendency to doubt your abilities and second guess your decisions may hold you back from confidently leading. So this is someone who is doubting herself over and over. So she's doubting herself. She's got all these things in her head, right? She's doubting herself and she has no outlet. She has no support system. She has no relationships helping her to regain her thinking and get control of those negative thoughts, etc. Last is her stress tolerance. So as I understand, and I want you to understand, emotional intelligence kind of is interconnected. Maybe the next video I'll share the wheel, but it moves from how you perceive your self-regard to how you express yourself. How you express yourself is related to how you build relationships, and that impacts your decision making, and your decision making impacts your stress level. So her stress tolerance is very low. So she may struggle to remain composed when leading in difficult situations. Watch that you do not become overly emotional or withdrawn, right? So we have a leader who's not impulsive, right? But she may struggle to remain composed. She may get very emotional when she's under fire. And all of this is putting her confidence at an all-time low, right? It's all impacting how she sees herself and how other people are experiencing her. So, when I meet with this leader for the first time, we're going to talk through each of these components. And the report is 30 pages. So, you're only seeing a snapshot, but we're going to look at each thing and we're going to talk through scenarios and we're going to find out and unearth what is she thinking? What is she struggling with? Who are the people around her that she may feel threatened by, because she mentioned workplace bullying. So we'll get to the bottom of all of that. I hope looking through these reports are helpful. I'm going to continue to do this because I want to demystify, if you will, emotional intelligence, right? And help you understand how getting this kind of assessment can help you lead with more confidence and be more confident. So, if you are interested in working with me, I am easy to find. You can contact me at Lisa at lisamedleyec.com. Go to my website, lisamedleyec.com, or visit me on any of the social media platforms at lisamedleyec.com. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.